Hello, everyone. My name is Mrs. Prudhomme. I'm going to read one of my favorite stories. The title is After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up the Wall. The author is Dan Santak. First, I'm going to read a summary. After falling off the wall, Humpty Dumpty is very afraid of climbing up again, but is determined not to let fear stop him from being close to the birds. Okay, you ready to listen? Here we go. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Wall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it's changed my life. Kings County Hospital. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, almost. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things, like cereal way at the top. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds. And being high above the city. But I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds. But it was close. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away, but then I thought about all the time I spent working on my plane and all the other things I missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Crack, crack, crack. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. The end. So, the moral of the story is do not let fear stop you. Life begins when you get back up. You can do it. Goodbye. Okay, I have one little funny part to add to the story. It's about Mother Goose telling her baby what she thought about Humpty Dumpty. Here we go. Was Humpty Dumpty an egg, Mommy? Asked Boo. Yes, he was, said Mother Goose. "But he wasn't a very sensible egg." "Why?" asked Boo. "Because he sat on a wall," said Mother Goose. "That's not a safe place for an egg." "What is a safe place for an egg?" asked Boo. "In a nest," said Mother Goose. "When you were eggs, I kept you all safe in a nest until you hatched." "If Humpty Dumpty had hatched, would he have been a goose?" asked Boo. "I don't think so," said Mother Goose. "He wasn't that sort of egg." "What sort of egg was he?" asked Boo. "The sort that wears clothes and sit on a wall," said Mother Goose. "That's a silly sort of egg," said Boo. "Yes," said Mother Goose, "it is." The end. All the king's horses, all the king's men.